Well, good morning. Let's try this again. Hi, I'm Diane Evans from stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me on YouTube, welcome. Make sure that you do subscribe, and we will make sure that uh, that you'll get notified every time that I upload a new video. So this is my second attempt, probably my third or fourth attempt, not too sure. I just like somebody to let me know if you can hear me. I've been having a lot of problems. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh, perfect. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but when I went and I did something like that, I also ended up phoning 911, so I might get interrupted quite a bit. Oh my goodness, I don't know, because I'm having a good day today. So anyways, what we're doing, Judy and I have decided this week, what we're doing is we're visiting the annual catalog again. It's nice to remember, because that's an excellent tool. It has so many fantastic things in it. And if you're still into Christmas, you can still use lots of Christmas stuff from the annual catalog as well. But today I'm going to show you something, and I've used this before. I've actually gone ahead and I've used this once or twice. I use it for different classes and that sort of stuff. And I'm sure Judy does too. Just remember that if you are in the United States, it's Judy that you will contact. And if you're here in Canada, it'll be myself. So this is a hybrid bundle. Do you know what a hybrid is? I want to show you this. I'm going to actually go down to my screen and let's get going on this. All right. So what I'm using is the Art and Bloom hybrid bundle. Now, what it is you get the stamp set, but the hybrid part comes with the die set and also the embossing set. So what happens is you can just emboss, you can just cut out, or you can emboss and cut out at the same time. And I just love that sort of thing when you can do two, you get a twofer, right? So we are going to make a card using this. Like I say, I love this. The ideas are endless. Okay, so it's funny because I'm going to be using something today, and I have a friend that calls this a typical Diane card, and this is definitely a typical me card, just because of the colors that we use. I have a smoky slate background. I have some basic white. I also have some more, and I'll give you some of these measurements. Unfortunately, I had hoped that I had already gone ahead and measured and that. But anyways, this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'll just go ahead and we'll give that a really good fold with my bone folder. Now, how many times do you have a bone folder I've got so many of them, and when you need them, you can't actually find them. I have a piece that goes on the inside. Now, I sometimes like to go 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I like to see a bit more of a border. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to put on that. If you want to decorate it, by all means, you can go ahead and decorate it. But yes, we are going to be doing some playing, or we can decorate that whatever way that we want to. I need this piece here because I'm actually going to take this stamp set and I am going to stamp these flowers. Now, these flowers come all together as one. You basically, you can stamp them all together. They're in the perfect spot so that when you actually cut, you can cut them all together. And when you emboss them, they can all be embossed together. So they're in the perfect spot. Now, I'm not sure where my paper piercing mats are. So I'm just going to use my silicone mat because it is a photopolymer stamp set. So I'm going to come in with this and I'm going to use the smoky slate and I'm just going to ink this up. And I'm just going to put this off to one side here because I want to actually cut that out. So it's just like that I'm doing it. And then I am going to, on here, we have the fill-in parts, which give you that watercolor look. And I'm coming in with my Blushing Bride for this part. And I'm just going to ink that up. My goodness. And these are really easy to find out exactly where you want to put them. So, or where they go. I think it's this one here. So I'm just going to ink that up there. And then I'm going to come in, oops, and we'll ink this one up as well. This will be this one. And then we'll take our third one and ink it up. And this just gives us a really nice, like I say, it's kind of like a watercolor. So let's see. And it doesn't quite, you know, it doesn't go right to the edges, but I like that. I like that look that you can get with it. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we are going to emboss that and cut that out at the same time. Now, I don't want the rest of it all embossed, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just cut this part out. Just like so. And then I'm going to be bringing in my Big Shot, my cut and emboss. My goodness, where's my head lately? All right, so this part here, and this is where you have the, where this is the hybrid part. So I always say, go to the side that has the Stampin' Up! On it. And then what you're going to do is you are going to line this on here. And it doesn't give, it kind of, it sort of sits right in there. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to line this stamping up like so. And I can also, at this point, I think what I could do is I could come in with my Post-it note tape, or you could use washi tape if you have some. I got rid of all of mine. So, so let's see. I want to make sure that that's good and evened or matched up. And then I'm just, whoops, that wasn't very good. Just going to go and just going to tape that down just for security, so that it doesn't move out of the way. I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. And of course, we're going to use just the base and then our special number 4. So we always want to put that part through there, right? So let's, and watch how this does this. This is just so pretty. So, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's all embossed. It's so pretty. All right, so we have that part. And then, of course, I need some leaves. So that's why I kind of cut that out the way I did. So just going to come back over here again and let's stamp some leaves. And I'm thinking soft succulent might be a good one to use with this pink. So I just want to come in and let's just take our leaf here. And of course, we're going to take our leaf there as well. Now, I always find that when you use one of these types of stamps, that it stamps a little bit lighter. So I'm not going to change the color. I guess I could have, I'm not going to change the color because I think this is going to be enough here. And then I can just use this as well. Yep. Oh, excuse excuse. Must be something down here. All right. So we're just going to actually go and cut those out. Well, yes. Goodness. I think it's because I called 911 accidentally. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but, and you know what? I'm just going to bring in my little cut and emboss because it's so much smaller. Put those in there. And the beauty of this particular dies here is there's actually 2 of these leaf dies. So I can cut 2 out at the same time, which is really kind of fun. If I put them far enough apart. Not sure if I put them far enough apart. I'm just going to come in with that tape. And we'll see if I did put it. Thank you. That'll work okay. And we'll just cut that. We might use just 1. We might use 2. I'm not sure. All right, let's just put that there and we'll move this out of the way. All right. So we have this all together. Let's put these away because I know I could lose them. So I have my basic, my smoky slate. I went and I took a piece of, I know, it's lucky. I ran my Blushing Bride. I actually ran it through that embossing folder because you can use the embossing folder just by itself. So I'm going to go ahead. That's going to go on there. I have a piece of, this is Smoky Slate. And let's see, how big is it? It is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I want to put that just about like so. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put that on. Whoops. And this is quite a deep embossing folder, so you might want to put this on with glue because it'll tend to stay on a little bit better. And of course, you get the bit of wiggle room on there as well. All right, and then I have this. And then what I want to do is I am going to put these flowers on here like so. And figure out how I want to put them. And I think we'll put this one down here as well. And then we have some leaves that I'll put in there as well. But also in this die here it's kind of a ticket die. And I can't say it's really one of my favorite sort of ones to use, but I think it'll work okay with this. And then there's a sentiment on here. You're a rare find or never not loving you. I'd actually wanted to put kind of a birthday one on there, but that's all right. We'll put one of these on there. So you're a rare find, never not loving you. What is this one? You're a rare find. So I'll just go ahead and put that on there. Now, I thought maybe what might be best is that I use basic gray on here so that it shows a little more. And I'm on my tippy toes trying to get this. There we go. And that's going to go on there. Okay, so I am going to do lots of popping up on this card. When you mail, I know, especially if you mail here in Canada, you also get charged for the width of what you're mailing. So always, if you've got a really thick card, the best thing to do is to turn it inside out, and it'll work just fine to send it away. That, or else what you can do is you can just put another piece of cardstock just over the top of it, and it will flatten it down as well. So this is just going to go here, and let's start rearranging these. And this has got, like I say, quite a bit of depth to it. Now I want, whoops, how come I've got so many of these? So this is going to go here. Well, I think I put my extra ones in here. Don't want the same ones. So here we go. So we'll put that like there, just like that. All right. My goodness. Now I've really mixed all of these up. All right, that will work. All right, so I'm going to come back in with my dimensionals. I'm going to leave that none there because I'm going to actually use my my glue to attach it, so it's not that extra height on there. So this is going to go right there. I think the fact I didn't have any sound kind of flustered me a little bit there. There we go. That's going to go there. So go here. No, this one's going to go up here a little bit more. There. This is going to go right, and I'm going to put it actually on an angle, and I'm going to have it down. I'm not going to have it popped up, that part. Bit of glue on there, and then I'm going to pop this one up as well. Oops. There we go. Just like that. And then we're going to want some I have a choice of two different types of ribbon. I could use my Blushing Bride ribbon, or I could use, this is gray granite, but it'll go good with this. And then, of course, we're going to put some embellishments on there as well. And this just might work, these ones there. So do I want to go with the gray ribbon? So let me just quickly, I'll just tie a bow quickly for that. Just like so. So we could go gray, or we could go, I'm waiting to see what you're saying. Are we going to go with Blushing Bride, or are we going to go with gray? So I'm not seeing anybody making any comments. So you like the gray, Peggy? Okay, only one. Yeah, I think the gray is quite nice too. And I want that gray to kind of, when I do the bow, I'm kind of making the sentiments so that I guess framing the sentiments is what's going to happen there. So I'll just come in with my glue dot. Now we've got, oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to go with the gray on this particular one. Unfortunately, let's see. Hello. All right, so we're just going to go like that. Oops. Well, I don't know where that glue dot went to, but it sure didn't stay on there very well. And then I should play with that too much. Oh my goodness, I'm having issues. There. I got to use another glue dot now. And I'm not sure if this is going to work with these pearls, but I wanted them to be bigger pearls. All right. See, there's what the pink would have looked like. Let me just cut the pink. Ah. Let's see, pink. The pink is kind of a little bit different. Like, I think because I've got the gray in here, that what's happening is that it's, I'm just going to trim this off a little bit. I think it's because it's picking up that Blushing Bride is quite pink, where it's a little too bright for that. All right. Man, I've got a mess going for me here. So I have my pastel pearls. And although they're not quite gray, they're going to look gray in this particular card. So I'm just going to come in with my pearls. And there's enough on there that, or they're big enough that we don't, here, I'm just going to put that like that. All right. So there's my card. And that is using that hybrid Art in Blooms die. And that it's hybrid. So you have the dies that cut this out here. I could show you some other samples, but then the people that have taken the class wouldn't be that pleased with seeing all those already put on there. But there's the card. See how pretty? And then by putting that gray in there, it's kind of given a different sort of look to it. So there we go. Oh my goodness. All right. So I hope you like that. Now, don't forget to share my videos. I would love for you to share the videos. Another thing is, give me the thumbs up. By giving me the thumbs up, for some reason, that really does an awful lot, does an effect to our YouTube channels. And also, you know, if you have any ideas of different things that you would like to do, make sure that you do reach out to either Judy or I, and we can actually come up with, actually, we've got a plan for what we want to show you in the next little while. And then I'm going to be broadcasting after the 15th of December from Winnipeg. So that ought to be interesting. I'm sure the little grandchildren will want to be around. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.